Hello YouTube, so Resident Evil, it's over, it's done. It was, I have to say, I'm just gonna do this real quick as sort of like a final thoughts. Oh, excuse me. I, uh, I just kinda wanna do a little quick little final thoughts thing. Cause, well, honestly, I thought about doing this for all the games, but I'm really gonna be only doing it for the ones I really like, but I have to say this game was amazing. It was, I'm not gonna make it seem like a perfect, like, 10 out of 10 game. It definitely had its flaws, but I did really love it, and the fact that it was actually self-aware of its flaws sometimes.
Where my army? That boulder punching asshole! Cause you're first!
It was an amazing game. Overall, it looked amazing. The sounds, little tiny details, and the sound effects, audio cues that were just ambient noise, really, like little creaks and stuff like that that you would hear in like old houses. A lot of games don't do little things like that. This one did, and I loved it for that. Story was really good. Everything just tied together into the end. It was just, out of every Resident Evil game I've played, this one had to have been my favorite. Aside from 4, though I'm not going to count that one mainly because, well, if I would have played that one now, if I was just introduced to the series, I would like 8 better. It's just that 4 is just what I grew up on. Like, that was my horror game. I played it on the GameCube, the PS2, I want to say when it was new. I was real little then. I played it all the way through 100%. Uh, GameCube, PS2, PS3, PC, and then PS4. So yeah, yeah. I'm a little ashamed to admit that, but hell, if I got a PS5, I'd do it again. But yeah, there's definitely some unanswered questions, like where are these connections? I have my suspicions that it's gonna be like the BSAA. Now that we've seen that they are using bioweapons, but no, just that's all I can really say about it. Truly amazing game. I might play the little bonus games too. Those have never really been. I've never really been interested in. Like I said, I am recording this stuff for fun because I enjoy it. I'm probably not gonna do something I don't really enjoy, or at least don't. I do like to create things, even though I'm not that great at it, admittedly. But if I find that other people enjoy it in the future, if anybody ever sees this, I might record it then. Because I honestly, I think it would be good if people did enjoy the things I made. But yeah, and I'm really curious to see. I don't think Ethan's gone for good. I mean, I get that said the father's story is now done. At the end, they showed his character, but at the end they showed like his character model walking down the road. While we weren't supposed to see that, and yes, they wouldn't have paid money to like make a whole new character model just for that few seconds. They could use any of the other villagers or any of the other character models, but they chose Ethan. That just seems odd to me. And I really want to see in Resident Evil 9, because they said it was supposed to be a trilogy. Or what is this, what is Rose? Are we going to get to see her with her new powers? Because obviously she has some, judging by her little interaction with, that one guy and what he said, I can show you things that even Chris doesn't know I can do. But yeah, my only complaint, my only complaint about Resident Evil 8, and I can't put this on the developers because I get it, I've tried my hand at it, game development is hard, and this wouldn't be a minor thing to do. But I would love to have seen like a what-if scenario, kind of like in 7, where if you chose to save, what's her face? Or Zoe, that's her name, Zoe. If you chose to save her over Mina, they did like a little what-if, where it wasn't really that different, but the impact it had on the story was pretty big. I would like to have seen something like that with Heisenberg, where if you sided with him instead of going against him to kill Miranda, how that would have gotten out. I think that would have been amazing to see, but that would have required a big change. Yes, his metal army would have been eventually blown up, but if you didn't waste all your time fighting through that factory and he just went after Miranda right out of the gate, he would have gotten a fair few of his metal soldiers out of there, and I think it would have been cool to see like a little war between his robot army, bioweapon army, and the Lycans. Him and Ethan versus Miranda. That would have been cool. I wasn't a fan of his transformation though. I had this this is my fault. I had this epic painting of him in my head after I saw a little fan-made comic of a bunch of guns floating behind him, just mowing people down. Kind of like a little smile like he had, acting the way he does in the games. That made painting this epic picture of him in my head. It's my fault, but when you turn into that big monster, it just kind of, that boss fight is just kind of I will admit, a little bit of a letdown. But, yeah. Well, that's all. That's probably all I'm gonna have. That's all I really have. I want to say. I just want to give like these little short, little final thoughts at the end. Maybe one day I could host a stream where we just talk about it. But that would require actually a fair few viewers to actually make it a feasible option, or at least because just talking to like one or two people, because this is the thing I would like to have go on for quite a while, like a fairly long stream. And I don't think I'd be able to make it last that long for just having a couple people. That's all. Anything else I would like to say? Oh yeah, another thing. How it jumped between different horror genres. Like it went from I mean the fast-paced ones in the past, like 6. On occasion, I like those in Resident Evil, but I really like the slower paced, like horror style game. And this one, 8, did such a perfect job at blending multiple different horror genres together and still having moments where it's fast-paced. Like, you had these moments like where you go from finding these admittedly very attractive fly people daughters, whatever you'd call them. I've already forgotten their names. I have the memory of a goldfish. Then you went down to the south, everything's dark, creepy, slow. You got these things where you can barely see them walking around. Then it kind of goes back to the faster pace in the village. Then you get this horrid freak monster wolf thing out of nowhere. You know you might have fired at that thing after the Benevito house. But yeah, it went from that to the Benevito house with like illusion sort of type horror you'd see. And honestly, that scene where that baby thing came out of the darkness, like I stopped, I thought I saw movement, but I wasn't sure. I saw movement. It's been a long time since I played a game where I felt my whole body tense up. Like, I scare easy, I jump easy, I will admit that. But it's very rare I have a moment where I just actually just freeze. And that one did that before I turned and ran, and I didn't even know what I was running from. That had to have been the... I love that one. I love that part. Kind of disappointed I couldn't go down there and murder the baby thing, though. Well, I guess it could have potentially been an illusion. Yeah, well, anyway, that's all I had to really say about this game. I can't wait till 9. I really can't. Oh, I forgot to say. Also, it was really nice how when they jumped to the fast-paced again with Chris Redfield. Like, it was like fast-paced like the games were direction they were going before 7. And for that moment, they did that perfectly. Like, that transition perfectly from going from Ethan Winters to Chris's trained, experienced team, just mowing through the Lycans like it was nothing. That transition to itself was, in my opinion, almost perfect. Well, that's really all I wanted to say on the game. It's sad to have see it go. I don't know if there's gonna be any DLC for it, but if it does, I'm playing it when it comes out. But anyway, I hope you all hope you all enjoyed watching this little rant, I guess you could call it. I'll see you all in whatever the next video is that gets uploaded later, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed that game as much as I did. Bye!